Hello again, everybody. Today we got a we got a delivery. I actually had to go pick it up at the blacktop plant. I don't know why they won't bring those 18-wheelers up the creek. It doesn't make any sense. No, I knew I was going to have to go pick it up somewhere, but anyway, I got another package from this is from X-Pro. If y'all remember when I got the dirt bike, that was from X-Pro. Bought it on Amazon. This is a, well, we'll just let you see as we get it out of the truck. Oh yeah, we gotta get it out. Hang on, it's catching the heat. Well, I have to go up and then back. Yeah, that probably will. So it ain't going. I don't want to let it go. I don't want to push my finger. Go over to the side. There you go. There we go. Yeah. Not too bad. This now. Yeah. This now. Yeah. More. All right. Yeah. Let's see. I bet it'll lift straight up. The big unveil. It's a shoebox. Such a big piece of cardboard. Huh. Okay. So you still can't see anything. Hey, that's square tubing.
Oh. Yeah, that's for big reveal.
Yeah. All right. Well, so much for a big reveal. You still can't see anything, but there's some wheels. And if you look right here, you can see there's a blue fender and a black hood. Little matches.
All those wheels and field there, one side.
Yeah. If that gives you any kind of a clue, it's a Toyota. Anyway.
Toyota?
That's well, yeah, it's based off of a, they call it a Jeep, but Jeep is copyrighted. That's a Toyota front end. They've changed it a little bit, but anyway. So here we have it. Of course, yeah, it's just the driver's seat that adjusts. Thing is, you can bolt it on wherever you want. We can make more holes and bolt it on. If it doesn't have metal under there, all we gotta do is I can weld a piece of metal under.
Well, I guess we'll be ignoring that sticker.
Yeah, because I'll probably have to have the seat all the way back here. That's a lot more room than what I thought. Let's see. Does that go back any farther?
No, it's just the back.
That's it. Yeah, and the seat belts will probably come out because I don't think you want to be inside of this thing if it decides to go somewhere that you don't want it to go, or tries to flip. If it flips over, you don't want to be trapped under it. So I don't think seat belts are a good idea unless you have a roll cage. Yeah, got a little scarring. It's got a horn button, key switch, got the gear indicator there. All right, so you can see the shocks and springs are right here. Get all the plastic off of them. And the other one. Be careful here, got a throttle cable right there, so we don't want to mess with that. Okay, we picked it up. It's sitting on the tire. In case anybody gets one of these and wants to put it together, here is the bolt that goes through that hole right there. So we need to put that in. Trying to do this relatively quickly before it gets dark on us. Oh, it's got a horn.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wonder how loud it is.
Probably not very loud, but it does have a horn.
This has thumbprints for your thumbs.
You can let it down now. It's got two on it. Before I put this wheel on, y'all check out this these little bitty brakes. There's my hand. There's the brakes. Look at that.
I wonder how good the brakes are on it.
Probably not very good, but brakes are an option. Whoa. But those are kind of cool looking little brakes though.
Well, dodge the brakes just on the side.
Okay, you can let it down now. There's a hubcap. All right, we got this shock on. It's got two shocks. Another little bitty disc brake back here. Okay, so y'all missed a little bit. Where you been? We've been working. We put this bolt in. That's the steering column. We had to kind of fight with it. It didn't want to go in, but we finally persuaded it. You can see the little U-joint down there turning. That's where the steering wheel mounts, of course. And yeah, we'll just keep plucking away at it. I guess the emergency brake or parking brake needs to, the parking brake needs to go on there, and we'll just keep going. Alright, so y'all might notice, well, for one thing, we're not in the same spot. We're up at the graveyard. There's a graveyard up there. And the little mini Jeep or mini Toyota, whatever you want to call it, is pretty much together. There's still little things we need to do. For one thing, we need to go through and tighten all the bolts. Like for example, this one vibrating loose. That's a seat belt, which actually, I'm probably just going to take these seat belts out. If you notice, this does not have a roll cage. If you roll over in this, you are the roll cage. I would rather not have the seat belt and be able to jump out of it. So I think we're just going to eliminate the seat belts. We have, oh yeah, still have to put air in the spare tire. Have the fuel can mounted, and it has fuel in it. Oh, wasn't even on it. Has fuel in it. So that's our extra fuel. And I've rode it around a little bit. Now it has some rattles, of course, because you need to go through and tighten everything. Actually, there's something down in there that is still loose because that needs to be tightened up. This, something inside there, we tightened that, but there's something else. We actually couldn't get a bolt in here, so we're going to have to drill out some of the plastic, actually, to get that to work. But anyway, that's okay. There's going to be a few, if y'all didn't already realize it, there's going to be some modifications to this. I don't think I can ever leave anything stock anyway. One thing I was thinking, okay, you can get a little bit more adjustment by getting it to where you can move the seat back. Then, problem is, steering wheel is too much of a reach. So I have a solution for that, but first we need to do the seat to get it right so that the distance to the pedals it's not bad, but it doesn't have much adjustment. This is your adjuster, and now, and it just goes about like that and back like that. I guess that's all the way back. So yeah, I would like to have it go back farther, pretty much almost probably back in here. That way there's plenty of room. The reason I have this piece of foam is I've been riding it around and I have been finding rattles like this. This latch rattles, so I'm just eliminating them like that until I can figure out where all the rattles are. The windshield is a big rattle. I got that piece of foam stuck in there, and that helps. We really need to take the windshield out anyway to get all of this that was protecting it off. I mean, if you think about it, the windshield is for nothing more than looks, because it really doesn't do anything. Your head is up here and the windshield is down here, so I may actually build a different frame for the windshield. I also had thought, I don't know if I'm going to do it or not, see what kind of frame we got here, and if we can take its body off and we can split the frame, add about 6 inches to it, which would make it 6 inches longer, which would, what I'm thinking is, see, if I move my seat back here, that's putting me back beyond the rear tire, or close to it. I want to keep the center of gravity more up, so if we add about 6 inches on here, then that will put it to where I can actually move the seat up just a little bit and still have enough room to have plenty of pedal room. And we were thinking, because we both got on it last night, I didn't film any because it was too dark. These bars are too close in. We're not small people, myself or my son, either one, so we have trouble fitting in between this area. So what we're going to have to do, these bars, it actually comes with a step bar that comes out there we haven't put on yet. I may try to make some way for this bar, split it back here, or even so I can keep my original mounting points. I can cut it here, extend it out, cut it there and extend it out, and that will make it a little wider for two slightly larger people to fit. Okay, so as far as what I've heard some people complain about on these, the power, of course it's a 125, so it's not going to be a powerhouse, but it has plenty of power. It's pulled me up hills until it will start going backwards. It doesn't bog out with me. I'm sure with two people on it, it probably would, but I think the gearing is fine. I haven't had it at its top speed. I'm not going to run wide open until it gets broken in. I'm going to give it about a week or so, change oil again, and then it'll be broken in. I don't want to run it hard until then. But I want to make it a little more user friendly for us. But yeah, it is a weird little vehicle. It's small. I always liked small vehicles. Have y'all ever seen the Shriners in the parades and stuff? They drive around these little tiny vehicles. I always loved that. I don't know why, but I always loved the little small vehicles like that. And I do like that. I think it's kind of cool. Now, yeah, I probably look kind of big riding it. Of course, I forgot to bring the tripod with me, but I can set you up on something here, and I'll take a ride on it and let you see what it looks like with me on it. Hard to drive semi-automatic vehicle with one hand. So if y'all noticed, this time I was driving with a seat like this, folded down. The fact that it raised me up a little bit higher helped. Let me turn it off. The fact that it raised me up a little higher kind of helped a little bit as far as comfort goes and fitment. I think actually that might be all I have to do. Maybe take these bolts loose, and if I can go up and back just a little bit, I may not have to stretch the frame, although I would like to see how that would work. I don't think it'd be too hard to do. But yeah, there's going to be several projects with this. I'm sure there's going to be many projects with this because I'm going to do some mods to it. I got a winch to put on it. Probably going to take the fuel tank out from under the hood and plumb in the one on the back and just use it for the main fuel tank. That way I can have some storage and a bigger battery up front, which will help the weight distribution. It's a little front light. So when you start going up hills, if you go up too steep of a hill, it will try to wheelie on you. So if we have a little bit of weight in the front, that will help tremendously. I don't know, there's other things. The headlights, actually, from what I had heard from people, the headlights on these are really bad. And last night, that's all we had to drive by was these headlights. And I thought they did pretty good. They're LED. They do not run off of the magneto like some of them do. They run off of the battery itself. So they are a constant, steady light. I think it'll be okay. Is it a side-by-side? No, not even close. It's not made to be something like that. I think it will be a fun toy for me to play around with. Go out to get some pizza or something if we order pizza, because they won't bring it up the creek. I can ride this out. Fold that other seat down. Perfect spot for some pizza. If it makes it home. It may not. But anyway, yeah. That is a new addition to the Fugit farm, I guess. It's, I guess, a mini Toyota Jeep thing. I don't know. It's like the design, I guess, so they didn't rip off the Toyota or Jeep, either one. It has cues of each, but it's not quite right on either. It's kind of like the Grand Theft Auto style of, you know, changing stuff around so you don't get copyright infringement. But yeah, I kind of like the looks of it. It's kind of neat. Anyway, for right now, I guess that's going to be the video. More to come on this, and I think it'll be a fun little thing to play with. Anyway, I appreciate everybody watching, and I'll see y'all on the next one.